Here for the Angels, Jared Walsh.
The 3-2 hit well, hard to first. The throw down to second is a good one. Double play. Ball was hit on the button by Walsh. Right to Biggio. Down to second base to retire Stassi.
Wait a minute, they're wondering if that's fair or not. I think there's some discussion. I don't know what's...
Neither. Looked like a clean double play from everything that we saw live.
Yep. I mean, that's another... they're going to challenge something here.
It can't get any closer.
But he hit that ball hard. That's another son of a professional baseball player with a professional play, stepping on the bag and quickly throwing with a catcher running, going to second.
Duffy just kind of hesitated just a little bit coming into home plate.
And the foot, wow.
It almost looks like exactly at the same time, Doobie. But great call by you on what they're challenging.
I mean, there's a lot of different angles. This could be a huge play. First and third.
Here it comes.
After review, the runner is out at second. Also, the runner did not score before the out at second. There's no run. Anaheim loses its challenge.
Crew Chief Jim Reynolds. They looked at New York. And New York, they looked at it and they determined that Duffy did not score. So no run comes in and that ends the sixth. Tough break. Some serious star power over at first with Vladdy Jr. and Trout. Brings up Duffy. Not Duffy. Didn't clean up.
By the way, a combined nearly 220 miles per hour exit velocity between Trout and Vlad Jr. and they're first at bats.
And first pitch swinging going the opposite way, and that's going to drop for a hit. First and second now. 2 outs. So Trout and Duffy go back to back with hits. Brings up Jared Walsh.
That is Matt Duffy. That's at his best. That big part of the field mentality and approach. Line drive, right center. Given who we talked about in the opening, Jared Walsh has been very clutch.
5 for 13. Here's the 1-0. Right up the middle. That's going to be a tough play. And that'll be an infield single for Duffy.
Remember the other day we were watching the pitchers field in their position and knowing where the defenders were behind them? Just let it go through. Or he deflected it enough and changed the spin of the baseball. Espinal at second. See that spin? It changes completely. And it forces the game to speed up for you to get that tying run home. Rengifo got to get right back to the bag as soon as something hit in the air.
Trout at first base. He's 2 for 3. This is the moment right here at the plate. And Duffy. This game has a feel like that run is obviously crucial, trailing 1-0. Long Beach State, Matt Duffy, World Series champion in 2014.
So he's going back-to-back sliders. He's trying to keep the slider down and in to induce Duffy to hit the ball on the ground. You can tell by that swing from Matt Duffy, he's trying to make sure he hits that ball in the air. Now he's got some room if he can punch it to the right side of the infield.
Drives that one, and that's going to get down, and that's an RBI. Trout's going to take third. Duffy into second base with a double.
What a game for Matt Duffy. An outstanding defensive play on the pop-up. 3 knocks and an RBI.
Tied up.
That's a great swing. He got that pitch. he can hit in the air, and a smile doesn't happen often with that Duffy. But he got that pitch. You can see that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground and break a ball down, but he lifted that up on the line. A double for Duffy.
He was thinking 2 all the way. So the aggressive base running from Rengifo set that up.
And the Jays right now, their defense.
Well, the fans are just now starting to settle down and return to their seats. What a moment. And another knock for Duffy. But it was Mike Trout after Ohtani was hit by a pitch on the elbow, confirmed. A 4-3 Angels lead, and Duffy on first base. Under 3 now. He's 5-2. Looking for a little offense. That one is popped up by Biggio. Duffy hoping that one will come back. It does. Oh, great effort.
Did a real nice job, Patrick. He got to that wall and he had his hand there to be able to brace himself just because he had to lean in. The baseball worked its way back. Nice play.
It's our all-state mayhem moment, and it's difficult because I'm looking right down the line of this net, and you know, with the dugout, and that ball actually drifts back at the last second.
Look at his throwing hand. He got right by the wall, know exactly where that is to brace himself if he has to lean in or be able to react and get that.
On the baseball fields of Long Beach, California, young Matt Duffy began to dream.
We spent a lot of times at the parks at night, you know, when it was cold and damp and nobody was around, and it was the fall and nobody was thinking baseball. We were at every park in town.
At a young age, he told me, he had a conversation with me, he said, "How much do you like this game?"
And he said, "Well, a lot." And I said, "Well, if somebody took it away from you, would that really upset you?" And he goes, "Well, yeah."
And he said, "Well, one day somebody's going to tell you that you're not good enough to play." And I just paused, and he said, "And when that day comes, it's partly up to you."
Because as you go up the ladder here now, there's less and less available positions. And I said, but the good news is that to some degree, you've got some control over how long you get to play baseball.
But ultimately,
Sports is brought to you by